whatever you think about baristas, they have to be able to live in the city that they are serving you your overpriced coffee. And so they need to be paid enough to live there.
Which side are you on? Which side are you on?
This Three Brothers coffee shop story in Nashville, Tennessee. Workers at Three Brothers Coffee Shop unionized last year with the United Food and Commercial Workers Union, UFCW, Local 1995. And they, like so many other workers who unionize who successfully win a union election, have faced obstinate management, bad faith bargaining when they get bargaining at all, and they still don't have a contract more than a year later. So they escalated their campaign last week, and Eric of Tennessee, a freelance journalist up in Tennessee and video maker, had a great video that he put out on Twitter of them explaining what they're up to. So Adam, let's roll that clip.
We are enacting our slowdown for slowdown. We've been engaged in negotiations for a contract for almost a year now. We voted the union in April 2022, and the negotiations have been long, tedious, and they're to the point that they're constantly canceling meetings, showing up late, leaving early, and refusing to negotiate, definitely not bargaining in good faith. So the action we're taking is basically we're all working together and sort of just taking our time, letting every customer know their tickets are going to take 16 minutes. We're hoping for $16 an hour plus guaranteed tips. They came back after tedious refusal to negotiate and told us they would offer $9 an hour. Davidson County thriving wage as of last year was $32 an hour. That's just in order to live in the county we work in. So we're asking for about half that, and we're told that was astronomical. So what we're hoping to do today is get people communicating that they want us to be treated better, that they love this shop, they appreciate our work. And so they're sort of letting TJ know through reviews on Google, saying our demands, our reasonable demands should be met, which is $16 an hour plus guaranteed tips and reasonable intervals of meetings, 1 to 2 weeks.
So there we go. Eminently reasonable demands. They're saying to live in Nashville, they need $16 an hour, and we want you to meet with us to bargain once every week or two. That's, I mean, just crazy reasonable stuff here, as workers always are. And so last week they began handing out cards to customers, explaining this to them, saying that, you know, your order is going to take 16 minutes because we're protesting the lack of negotiations and the lack of support for our proposal in those negotiations. And, you know, really an offer of $9 an hour is just so insulting. She mentioned that the thriving wage in the county that Nashville resides in is $32 an hour. That's a calculation that is above the MIT's living wage calculator, because that calculation of the living wage only accounts for necessities, right? And so the thriving wage calculator is meant to show what it would take to, yes, meet necessities, but also have some disposable income, because we don't deserve just bread, but roses as well, right? But no doubt $32 an hour would be a lot for a coffee shop, especially in a first contract, and so they have instead asked for $16 an hour. And I think, especially in a city like Nashville, that is the least the company can do. And so, in addition to her note about what a thriving wage would be, I took a look at some cost statistics for Nashville last night. And listen to this, folks. A new report last month showed that Nashville was among the 25 most expensive cities for renters, not in the state of Tennessee, in the country. In the country. They found
I believe
that
it.
Nashville was the 22nd most expensive city for renters in the country. Crazy stuff. A one-bedroom apartment averaged, and remember, this means average is the middle. That means that half of one-bedroom apartments in Nashville cost more than this. A one-bedroom apartment in Nashville is $1,730 a month. Average. Oof. God forbid you have a child and need 2 bedrooms, or hell, maybe you just want to have a little bit more space, because that's going to cost you $1,820 a month. Another outlet found that they think the average rent in a one-bedroom apartment on the market in May was actually over $2,000 a month. And so, look, folks, whatever you think about baristas, they have to be able to live in the city that they are serving you your overpriced coffee. And so they need to be paid enough to live there. And $16 an hour is really the bare minimum that the coffee shop can do. So we're wishing them the best in their contract campaign, and here's hoping that management gets the message.
Absolutely. Yeah, sending our love and solidarity to Nashville. Definitely appreciate their tactics here. A slowdown for a slowdown. I love that. That's very creative and very... timely.
Yep. Coffee Workers of the South United is where you can find them on Twitter. They are members of UFCW Local 1995. You just saw a clip from the Valley Labor Report. We are live every Saturday morning from 9:30 a.m. till 12:30 p.m. And we pride ourselves on keeping all of our content free to everybody so that we can talk to as many working folks as possible. If you support the work that we're doing, you think that it's important, you think that it's good, then consider making a monthly contribution to the project, and you can do that on our website, tvlr.fm.